In order for one to be complete, they must be whole, accepting their whole self without the egoic need to exaggerate what is not them, embracing all their goodness, including all their faults. It is important, dear ones, that when you begin any new task or goal, that you enter it completely, demonstrating your wholeness at every stage until all is done. It makes no difference if the tasks you are tackling are mundane or complex. When you add effort to make each action whole, you are allowing your inner light to shine with splendor into every niche, into every detail, into everything touched by you. The relationships that you are a part of expand in greatness when you demonstrate wholeness at every interval instead of trying to be something or someone you are not. Of course, relationships will have their ups and downs, and at times they may not flow as well as you would wish, especially if their foundation is based on high erratic emotions. But when you have faith in yourself and in the relationship, you are prepared to return to the flow, to the parts of the relationship that give you the most joy, through the union, closeness, and the consideration on strengthening the relationship. When you are a part of relationship, regardless if it is platonic or romantic, it is necessary to remind yourself that other people that are a part of your life are not meant to be ignored. Each person you share a bond with is a part of your life, and you are responsible to be your whole self when in communication with each one, while not forsaking others. Any relationship can become complicated to the point it is difficult to fulfill the wants and needs of those in your life. But when you engage yourself from the wholeness of who you are, without trying to be perfect, but aiming at completeness with great inner quality, you are bringing your heart and soul into every effort, every step and every breath. When you are doing the very best that you can, that means you have accepted what you can do and what you cannot. This does not mean you are settling for mediocre, it just means you know yourself and know how far you can push your boundaries and remain true to yourself. It is necessary, dear ones, for you to comprehend that you cannot merely generalize yourself being a worldly citizen, or thinking of the world as a great cosmic village without taking responsibility for your actions, thoughts, feelings, words, and choices, and without living responsibly in every instance. It makes little difference on how much you love the whole world, if you are not taking responsible measures to atone for any wrongs you have done, or if you are living and being responsible from your whole self. The people that you live with, where you live, helps to express the relations of your connectedness to the whole world as well as with all of humanity. Becoming whole brings you to a paradox of responsible acceptance of your own preference. When you have cravings, and to have what it is you crave, you create additional shadows where shadows are unnecessary. For instance, when the plump, juicy raspberry finally flows its sweet juices upon your tongue, does it taste any better after you have craved it? When you savor its sweetness, are you able to separate and alter its texture and flavor into different hues and levels of savoring ripeness and of the earth it was grown in? Your senses peak the most when you crave what you lack. And when you realize you are not really lacking in anything, that what you crave does not define you or bring you long-lasting joy, you realize, dear ones, that the world before you is whole, and you within it as well can be made whole. To wish for wholeness, you need only to look at yourself and see not just what is on the surface, but to accept and to feel all that is there within you and what is external of you. Remember, dear ones, whatever it is you might lose, when you crave it, when you want it, you have the power of attracting it back to you. Coming into your wholeness is an experience that once gained, can last a lifetime. Maintaining wholeness is your responsibility. When you live responsibly, your actions become more virtuous, and your magnificent inner light shines brilliantly in all directions for all that you do. We encourage and urge you to embrace your whole self, just as you are. Your authentic self is waiting to come forth and to bask in all areas where you are present. Allow yourself to be whole, to feel already complete in the beauty of you. And so it is.